All right, let me ask you something. When's the last time you actually checked what's inside your honey? Yeah, I thought so. Because if you think that golden syrupy goodness in your pantry is pure raw honey straight from the bees, I have some bad news for you. What if I told you that most store-bought honey isn't even real honey? In fact, a lot of it is fake, cut with corn syrup, stripped of nutrients, and in some cases doesn't even come from bees at all. Oh, and some of it, straight up illegal. Yeah, we're diving into some international honey crime rings today. Welcome to the wild world of fake honey. The sweet lie. What's really in your honey? So here's the deal. The honey you grab at the grocery store, there's a good chance it's been diluted, processed, and tampered with so much that calling it honey is basically false advertising. Let's break down the top ways big brands ruin your honey. Many cheap honey brands cut their product with high-fructose corn syrup to stretch their profits. Why? Because real honey takes time to produce, but dumping corn syrup into a vat and slapping a 100% pure honey label on it is way faster. Some honey is so heavily processed that it doesn't even contain pollen anymore. And guess what? No pollen means it's impossible to trace where the honey came from. A shocking amount of honey in the United States comes from China, where it's sometimes mixed with unapproved antibiotics, heavy metals, and even banned chemicals. The FDA literally banned some of this honey, but companies found a workaround, smuggling it through other countries and relabeling it. Oh, and the best part? The FDA barely regulates this. That little 100% pure label means nothing. There are no strict rules on what can be sold as honey, so companies just do whatever they want. How fake honey can mess you up? Now you might be thinking, okay, but honey is honey, right? What's the big deal? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Let's talk about what happens to your body when you're unknowingly guzzling fake honey. Fake honey spikes blood sugar and increases the risk of diabetes. Remember all that high-fructose corn syrup they sneak into fake honey? Yeah, that stuff doesn't just taste like garbage. It also messes with your metabolism and spikes blood sugar faster than real honey. This is especially dangerous for kids and the elderly whose bodies don't regulate sugar as well. That illegal honey from China? Some of it has been found to contain lead and antibiotics banned in the US. Over time, exposure to heavy metals can damage your brain and nervous system, making this a major risk for children and elderly people. Real honey is packed with antioxidants, enzymes, and antibacterial properties. Fake honey has zero health benefits. Might as well just squeeze some corn syrup on your toast and call it a day. How to spot fake honey before it's too late. Okay, so now you're panicking, wondering if your honey is actually bootleg bee syrup. Don't worry, I got you. Here's how to tell if your honey is fake. Check the label. If it says honey blend or has anything other than 100% raw honey in the ingredients, put it down and walk away. If your honey has been ultra-filtered and has no pollen, that means it's probably been tampered with. Do the water test. Drop a teaspoon of honey in a glass of water. Real honey sinks to the bottom and dissolves slowly. Fake honey dissolves instantly. The thumb test. Place a small drop of honey on your thumb. If it spreads out quickly like a liquid, it's fake. Real honey stays in place. The best way to get real honey: buy from local beekeepers or farmers markets where honey is raw, unprocessed, and traceable. The best alternative, real raw honey. All right, so what should you be eating instead of this fraud in a bottle? Real raw honey. Raw honey isn't heated or ultra-filtered, so it still has all its natural enzymes, vitamins, and minerals. It's packed with antioxidants, which help fight inflammation and support your immune system. It can actually help with allergies. Local raw honey contains pollen from your area, which can help your body build tolerance. So, where to find it? Farmers markets, local beekeepers, organic health stores, or brands that specifically state raw, unfiltered on the label. final thoughts and my challenge to you. So what did we learn today? That grocery store honey is basically a scam, that companies will lie to you to make more money, and that you might have been eating straight up fake syrup this whole time. But don't worry, you're officially woke now. So here's your challenge. Go check your honey bottle right now. Tell me in the comments, does it pass the test or are you about to toss it in the trash? And if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more food truth bombs, and share this with someone who needs to know they've been eating fake honey their whole life. I'll see you next time, hopefully with some real honey in hand. Bye, besties!